I think we should back down off the S tier, and we're easing into this, so we're gonna go right down to the F tier.
And Boston.
And yep. So that is a direct trip right to the Northeast, right to the Boston
Boston.
Uprising.
Oh.
What is going on with this team?
So you put Myunbong with a bunch of idiots is essentially what I'm looking here.
Yeah, and Myumbong coming from O2 Blast, and I mean they shine. So I mean he's if anybody's gonna carry him out of last place, it'll be. But
Definitely, Myunbong is pretty good. Who's their other support? Swimmer? Swimmer's their only other support. Swimmer
that's
is their only other support. You're
yeah.
putting a league rookie as your only support in a league that is regionalizing.
Well, and
Are
he
you trying
came
to kill him,
and he came from Boston Academy, who were mid to bottom of the pack.
They won contenders trial,
They did win trials in season 2.
but they haven't finished above 5th ever. They've never finished above 5th.
So like you
Which
say,
again
I mean,
worries me.
yeah, your main support is not only a rookie, but didn't really seem to shine all that much, and you have no flexibility past that. Like I think this team is really good. I think this team is going to struggle out of the gate, and it's only going to go worse. Fusions for MVP this season? Ooh, I doubt that is a hot take. That is a fiery hot take right there, my. If this team could somehow claw their way into 12th, I would be massively surprised.
12th?
I
They
was
can
just,
get off the bottom. I would be impressed.
yeah. Well, I mean, just with
I
the
mean, that's
ability
great.
for so many teams to shit the bed, as we're talking about.
Yeah,
And if
but this team have always shit the bed.
but that has to be your goal. If you're a rank 13 to 20 team, or if you're a projected 13 to 20 team, your goal has to be to get to number 12. The goal of your entire season needs to be
Is
to
to get
prove
play-ins.
everybody wrong and find a way to claw your way into those play-in matches. You bet your ass.
I mean, let's talk about the rest of it. Talked
Talk about
a
the rest
very
of
good flex
Boston.
support player. Yeah, I mean, we talked about their supports, and let's go to their tank fusions and Muffin or Bruce.
Muffin's a two-way, and then Axiom.
Axiom as well. Axiom is a Korean man.
Okay.
Compared to the rest of the roster. Axiom was on with them last season and played for a bit because Color Hex was banned for the first 2 games for boosting.
That's right. That's
this
right.
team, this team, Fusions is good at Rhine and okay at Orisa.
I mean, we'll
And
see
you got
how.
Bruceson from World Cup hype.
Okay, I'm not very familiar with Bruce, and tell me a little bit about this
He
player,
played on
this
the
Dutch
he
player.
played on the Dutch World Cup and he was meh on Angry Titan.
Okay. Yeah, it looks like
But he was meh.
looks like he bounced around a bit in contenders.
He burned a bit, assumingly for a reason.
Yeah, I mean he was on the Young and Beautiful team when they got second.
Young and Beautiful are okay. Well, that was second in trials.
Oh, that was
So,
trials. Good, yeah. Yeah, but no, that's what
he
stands out to me
finished.
here is he's just bounced around to so many different teams, and yeah, that's never a good sign.
He did well in the World Cup and got picked up based on Sigma game.
Gotcha. So he's basically coming in as a Sigma specialist.
Yeah, and then Muffin is impressed in Zarya and it's been daddy on stream and I guess played on their academy team, so he could be okay.
Well, I mean they have more tank players than DPS players, and that seems to be very backwards for a roster going into this season.
I mean, they also have Axiom. Axiom is when I watched him play, he was okay at Winston.
That's
So
what I was.
Winston
That's what I was
better, they might not be
remembering as
sick.
well. That's what I was remembering
He
as
was
well.
pretty
As
good at
Winston.
Winston.
Yeah.
I didn't really like his Reinhardt, but I mean, Fusions can play Reinhardt.
But I mean,
Eh.
okay, and then with all of that, say we even do go into a dive meta and they get to play Winston. I mean, who is gonna? What are these DPS gonna? I mean, Color Hex, Jerry, and Munchkin.
Munchkin is, I mean, he finished 8th out of 12th in the Dynasty one, and he had Fleta beside him. Very player.
Uh, yeah,
Granted, in Munchkin's you had a very, very mirror as your main tank.
yeah. The Discord cut out on us there. What was that? You had who was your main tank?
Miro was Soul's main tank. So
Correct.
it's difficult to judge Munchkin based on that. He was playing Tracer or Widowmaker. He looked okay on those two heroes. The rest of the heroes he played, he looked kind of bad.
Right. That's kind of my
I don't,
thoughts on him too. He wasn't. He was probably the least impressive Soul DPS player when he was there.
and that's with Fitz and Illicit. I. Oh dear.
Yeah. So all of this combined, Boston last place.
I mean, Color Hex has some pop-off potential, and who the balls is Jerry? I don't
Exactly.
know who Jerry is.
I have no one's heard to me.
He
Jerry.
finished
It's Jerry.
7th in contention with Meta Athena. I
I
mean,
mean,
he played for X6, so he could be meh.
but it just sounds like your buddy that you brought in, right? Like, yeah, I got this guy Jerry. I know. Like, let's just. I mean, it just even just kind of sounds
I
like
don't know who he
a
is.
random pickup.
He won Open Division with X6. There's something.
So it's a big question mark there. I mean, Color Hex with a slight pop off potential for that, but there's even if past that, there's not much consistency to the DPS lineup. You add in massive
Yeah.
travel time. No, I
With
wish.
one main support who's never played in the league.
Yes, yes, and no flexibility in your support roles. Boston will absolutely struggle, and it. Ugh. All right, so we'll go back. Let's go back to our rankings. Let's get Boston there, right there at the bottom,
Yeah. Interesting.
and then to.
Was a good try, Boston. Good try. I mean,
Yeah, I mean, what are they?
maybe I don't know what they're doing, to be honest. And maybe just out of the league. I don't know.
Well, and it's a team that's known for, of course, bringing up and discovering wonderful scouting talent and young talent that they develop and trade off to try to get, I don't know,
I mean,
better
Myeonbong. They can
talent.
tell Myeonbong for.
Yeah. Well, and that's like I have more faith in Jerry than Munchkin just based on Boston scouting in the past. The other team around F tier,
The Valiant.
the Valiant. Yeah,
Yeah,
I think
the
that's pretty
Valiant.
unanimous. I'm just gonna go and plug them in here before we go look at the roster. All right, let's go look at this roster.
Oh dear. Shall we start with the good part?
Yeah, might as well.
Their DPS line is of KSF, ShackCast. We'll not talk about the other because we want to start positive. KSP is a very, very scam player coming from XL2. Also played on Team UK and a couple of areas. Is decent at hit scan. You got KSF, who is a flex DPS player. He's done okay, like in the Overwatch League. Struggled in season, but he's not bad, is he? He really isn't bad. And then you got Shax, who came from Revival at the time, or Mayhem Academy, or however you wanna put it. And he is pretty good at Sombra, pretty good at some of those hit scan heroes. Yeah, I think I would put all flex DPS category. Mainly hit scan heroes he would play, but he can also play like Reaper and stuff. So, and also did well with Denmark at the World Cup. So,
Right. Yeah, he wasn't bad.
DPS line is okay. Other than we'll not talk about play. He shouldn't ever play for them. Was that harsh? I don't think so.
And that's, I mean, a lot of changes coming into this season 3.
Yeah, I'm worried. They're also sponsored by KitKat. At least that's cool. And
So
Microsoft.
let's see. How many players did they lose? They lost Izayaki at the end of the year. I mean,
a lot.
Yeah, they lost
1,
a lot.
2,
I mean,
3,
just
5, 6, 7. If we include Bunny and Cookie and Fate, that's 10. So they have one player.
They have one player from
who
the start
stayed
of
since the
season
start of last
2.
season.
Yeah. Well, and losing obviously Custa's their captain, their shot caller. That's a big one. Agility's going to Toronto. I mean, it's just what are they
I mean,
we're I think this is the one team that tried to stick to that theory that was going on
budget.
early about just playing it cheap.
I mean,
Yeah,
yeah.
just budget, just a budget team.
I mean, their DPS looks okay. Like KSP, Shacks, KSF. If we dig into the rest of the team now. Oh, okay.
Well, it's also
Uh,
new. And is there any built-in synergy here? Did any of these? None of these new
I
guys came from.
mean,
So McGray become.
no.
We're
I
talking.
mean, let's talk about their tank line.
That's what I was saying. Talking tank line here. We have Dream as
No,
their main tank. Dreamer.
Dreamer is a Korean man tank who played in Australian Contenders.
Okay, that's okay. He was okay. I remember him now. That's where I recognize him from.
So he looked okay in Australian Contenders. Hey, on Australian Contenders, I worry about you.
Right. I mean, it's looked like they placed third and fourth. I didn't really keep up with Australian contenders. Not gonna lie.
I
Um,
watched like a couple of games, so
well, I remember hearing about one of I remember hearing about this guy, but
yeah. Let me
yeah,
go
you're
Gig
not even at the
as
top
their
of
other main
Australian
tank.
contenders. You're in 3-4.
Gig's their other main tank, and he is known for Reinhardt and Orisa, and he played on XL2 and Chicken Contenders. So, I mean, he's only got Contenders experience, and he's not like a shiny. Like, you usually hear about shining lights from Contenders, like, I don't know, let's look at like Numlocked,
Right.
etc. That's just an example. Numlocked, Kaiser,
Kaiser.
Mag.
How
Yeah,
Kaiser has not made it into Owl yet is amazing.
I
I
don't
mean,
know,
I'm
maybe
sure.
she's like struggled in tryouts.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I mean, I'm sure people have tried him out, and somebody like Gig or Dreamer perhaps just fit better with the team. Perform better through tryouts. But it seems like
They
such
have
a
got one player that I like, who comes for Sky Foxes, a guy called Landstrom. And I've
Lastro.
never watched, yeah, I've never really watched him play. I think I saw him play once on Stormquake, and maybe once on Sky Foxes. But apparently, according to some people, kids, that's Zenyatta. Apparently, this kid's good.
Well, and that's the
No
only
clue
character
for a
listed
20.
under his. Now, how
Yeah,
much you trust the Wikipedia on that? But that's that is literally the only character listed. He's
yeah.
apparently a Zenyatta one trick.
I mean, yeah, I'm sure he can play on it, things like that. But like,
Right.
apparently, this kid's good. Apparently, this kid can aim.
Well, I mean, so is he one to keep an eye on? If anybody is gonna carry the
Other
Valiant
than the
out of
DPS, we're gonna
1920?
have to watch last year.
Yeah.
And then they have got Slur, who comes from Samsung Morning, if I remember correctly. Yeah, Samsung Morning Stars. Also plays in Shoes Money Crew. I already knew this. I've seen this guy. He's from the UK. He is a flex support that can also play range. To a high level, not really. He just seems like a budget pickup who can fill in some places on their roster. I don't think he's gonna play at all.
Well, see, I think that might give them some room to kind of alternate all of them out, kind of just do a rotation thing here. But
Yeah,
you don't think he'll see playtime. You don't think they'll rotate him in as much.
I think it'll be Lastro and Rain. That's my guess. I mean, they got Rain, who I mean was on the Florida Mayhem last season. I don't know if you noticed on the.
No,
This man was benched for Chris,
oof.
but he
That's
did do okay on O2 Blast, finished second in contenders, and then he was on O2 Ordeon beforehand, who did well in contender season 1 as well. So
benched,
I believe he played in.
but
If we go that far back,
you were a
if we're talking
bench
about Rain,
player. Yeah, I mean you're a bench player on the worst team in the league last year.
he's not your main support. Nice.
I mean, ooh. And that's, I mean, you got to have something for the fans to be able to grab onto, though. I mean, you've lost Custa, Agilities, Kariv, Fact Fiction, Space. I mean, like
I mean,
these
that's
these
the
were
one
names
thing.
that were gripped onto, especially Space, Agilities, and Custa. I'd say Kariv too, that were people had known for years. People had known from the start.
Yeah,
Guys that joined this team in early 2017,
yeah.
way before season one had started. So I mean, you're talking about longtime franchise players here for this team, and
I highly doubt that anyone on Valiant is a super fan of Cass.
right.
You know, like anyone who supports that team. Anyways, one thing that does help me deal with this team is their coaching staff. Packing 10.
So
Packing 10
the
did a great
real
job with them last
shining
season.
light, the real shining light
Is the
of this
coaching
team
staff.
is the coaching staff.
I mean, this kid did really good on Angry Titan
Here's my coaching
in
staff.
Europe. Kind of built Angry Titans, I guess. Uh, got them second against Eagle Gaming. If you don't know who Eagle Gaming are, they were like Hip. Who else was on that team at the time? Yeah, Hardest, Leaf. So like a bunch of French players basically were Eagle Gaming, and a lot of them went to Paris Eternal. So he did really well. Angry Titans came into Los Angeles Valiant to replace Coach Moon, and he did well. I thought he did all right. I mean, he almost fixed it
Well, and
after
if
that
you,
horrible
if
stage one.
yeah, I mean, if you're just looking at Packington's history, I mean, it's pretty solid.
And like talking out to fans, he seems like a nice guy. So yeah, I think he'll do. I think
Like
I'll do better than Boston. We'll go with that.
any shining light, it's gonna be Packington.
The rest of them, however, well, apart from maybe their DPS line, 19th.
I think a lot of people who were in green last year are gonna be in purple this year.
You think so?
I think so. Again, I mean, you've stripped the fans of everybody they knew and are bringing them
And
just
also a branding change.
yes, with a branding change, so that even the colors of their jerseys don't match anymore. Even all the green stuff they bought to come support your team doesn't fit anymore. I think Valiant have made a really poor choice here going into season